Sunrise over mountains, the power of dreams. The journey of a young villager. Once upon a time, in a village hidden among mountains and lush green fields, there lived a young woman named Clara. She wasn't rich or famous, but there was something about her that enchanted everyone around her. Clara was always smiling. It didn't matter if it rained or the harvest failed, if someone got sick or the days were difficult. She maintained a serene joy in her eyes. The villagers often sought out Clara to talk, ask for advice, or simply listen to her calm voice. She was like a ray of sunshine amidst the clouds. One day, a young man named Elias, known for his restless temperament, approached her with a question he'd been carrying for a long time. "Clara, why are you always happy? Even when everything seems to be going wrong, you never show sadness. Don't you feel pain?" Clara smiled tenderly and replied, "Pain exists, Elias, and I know it well. But I've learned that happiness doesn't depend on what happens around us. It's born within us." Elias frowned, confused. "What do you mean? How can you be happy when bad things happen?" Clara looked at the horizon and began to tell her story. "When I was 17, my life was simple but full of love. I lived with my family, my parents and my younger brother. My father was a farmer, my mother a seamstress. We didn't have much, but we had each other. Until one cold night, my father fell seriously ill. We sought help, but we didn't have enough money for treatment. He left days later." Clara paused. Elias felt the weight of pain in her words. "I was devastated. I cried every day. I felt like the world had lost its color. But then I realized something. My sadness wouldn't bring my father back. And my brother needed me. My mother too. That's when I decided I wouldn't let pain define my life." "But how did you do it?" Elias asked, his eyes wide. "I started dreaming again," Clara said. "Dreaming of better days, of small moments of joy. Every morning I woke up and told myself, today is a new day. I'll find something beautiful in it." Sometimes it was the bird song, other times the smell of bread fresh from the oven. And so, little by little, my heart began to heal. Elias reflected silently. "And when something really bad happens, how do you keep smiling?" Clara replied firmly, "It's not easy, but everything passes, even pain. When something bad happens, I take a deep breath and say, this too shall pass. And I hold on to the good things I still have. My health, my friends, my ability to dream. Happiness is a choice, Elias. You can choose to focus on the pain or the beauty that still exists." Those words touched Elias deeply. He thanked her and left with a new perspective. In the following days he began to practice what Clara taught him. He looked for the good in every situation, even the most difficult. And little by little his life began to change. He smiled more, complained less. And his attitude began to inspire other villagers. Clara's story spread. People who had previously lived trapped in sadness began to dream again. The village, once silent and gray, gained color, music, and hope. All this thanks to a young woman who, despite facing pain, chose to live with joy, and taught everyone that true power lies in the dreams we carry within us. Sparkle's moral of the story. Happiness is not a gift we receive. It is a decision we make every day. Even when life challenges us, we can choose to see beauty in the little things. As Clara showed, the power of dreams can transform not just a life, but an entire community. Seedling the Clara effect. As the months passed, the village began to change. People who had previously lived trapped in routine and fear began to see life differently. Small gestures became great miracles. Neighbors who had barely greeted each other began sharing meals, children began playing in the streets again, and even the elderly began telling stories with a sparkle in their eyes. Clara, the young woman who had transformed her pain into strength, became a symbol of hope. Not because she had wealth or power, but because she had the courage to dream even when everything seemed lost. Elias, now more mature and serene, began to help other young people in the village. He said, "If Clara could do it, we can too. We just have to believe, dream, and choose happiness every day." The village, once forgotten, became known as the Village of Dreams. People from other regions came to visit, listen to the stories, and learn from Clara and her friends. And so, the power of dreams spread like a gentle breeze, touching hearts and rekindling hope. Clapperboard. Clara's story reminds us that no matter where we come from or what we face, we can always choose to dream, start over, and transform the world around us. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope today. And to hear more stories like this, full of emotion, inspiration, and twists and turns, backhand index pointing right, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and come dream with us. Because sometimes all we need is to believe that the impossible can happen.